The most terrifying experience in my adult life was realizing that I have no recollection of my childhood whatsoever. And I know how that sounds because there's a lot of other scarier things in the world happening right now, but just stick with me for a second. When I try to remember anything from my past, all I get is static. Just straight up static and a sharp pain in the back of my skull for some reason, like someone or something is trying to keep this secret from me. When I first watched Quiet on Set and I saw Drake Bell appear, or as I know him, the guy who voiced Ultimate Spider-Man and played the live-action Timmy Turner in the Fairly Odd Parents live-action movie, a certified hood classic, appear on screen, it was the way that he kept repeating himself and stuttering over his words, and how you could see like his body shift and how his eyes just kind of would look everywhere except for the camera or the person giving the interview. It's something I instinctively recognized, and I feel like a lot of people can when they have gone through some form of trauma. So I know this man still talks to minors, and I'm not going to forget that because of one small interview. Just because we consider the root of the problem does not excuse the effects it had on others. That being said, trauma. Trauma is a word I don't like to use often because I feel like it gets thrown around a lot. Trauma can be so severe that it can create a mental block around memories, pushing them into the depths of the subconscious. This could be a good thing, but this can also be a bad thing because in the end it saves you the immediate stress from the situation, but kind of hinders the healing journey. Trauma is also correlated with other things you might have heard of, such as OCD, depression, anxiety, etc. Okay, now let me just talk. This is, this was scripted, but it's not. It can't be scripted. It's just something that can't be scripted. One night I was in my bed laying down and I had borrowed a star projector from my little sibling, and memories just started coming back at me all at once. It was like I finally heard a string of notes in between all the white noise. It sounded so dissonant but clear. And I kind of just thought to myself, why now? I have a lot going on of things I'm trying to get off the ground, and I thought I did this healing already. I thought I had moved past this. But suddenly I was kind of drowning in an ocean of every single freaking emotion I've ever felt, and like memories that I swear to God I completely forgot about until that moment. I found myself like actually convulsing, and like I probably have Tourette's, but this was like bad. You know those little fireworks you would throw around as a kid where you would throw them on the ground and they would make a little pop sound? I think they were called poppers. No, not those, you silly little goose. The ones like you would throw at people's feet for fun. No, that was just me. I was this annoying brat. Okay, look. Maybe I should have mentioned feet in this video, considering the thumbnail. But it was that sensation, like, all over my body at once. And I had never felt anything like it. I wouldn't necessarily call it a panic attack. I've heard of trauma attacks, so I wonder if this what a trauma attack was. Is this what they meant by the body keeps score? I read the book. I thought that's where my healing ended. I thought you read the book, you finish the book, boom, healed. Guess what? It's not that easy, apparently. They should have said that in the beginning of the book. I was 12 years old in the psychology section of every Barnes & Nobles because I know there would be things wrong with me, and I knew I needed to get help, and I wasn't going to a therapist anytime soon, so I read every self-help book there is on the market. To my surprise, apparently, you don't become magically healed once you finish that last chapter. You actually gotta feel your emotions. What? Eventually, I did go to therapy. I got really into meditation. I did the yoga, I did the journal tracking, I decided to eat better and get my exercise in shape, and you know what? It helped. It helped a lot. That being said, it was that and actually processing emotion that helped. Sometimes I do just need to go outside and run. Other times, I need to sit alone in my closet in my laundry basket to feel better. If I had a nickel for every time I have told the internet that when I'm sad, I sit in the dark, inside of my laundry basket, inside of my closet, I could probably actually afford therapy to stop sitting in my goddamn laundry basket inside my closet in the dark. I don't know why I like the closet, it just feels like home. Back to the story, here I am, just absolutely crumbling in my bed, remembering all these things that had happened to me. And this was all set off because of a star projector. Enough with the skits, you're deflected. Trigger. Trigger is a funny word because it somehow became very political. Like when I hear it, I instantly think of like this redneck guy being like, the blue-haired feminist snowflakes are so triggered again. Look at them being all triggered because we want to keep traditional marriages between a man and his underage wife. But anyone can be triggered because it's not a leftist thing or a right or centrist thing. Trauma doesn't just look at you and go, I don't think I'ma traumatize him. Nah, he's got a Trump 2030 flag. I'ma just leave him alone. I'ma skip him over. This kid though, the little 8-year-old boy watching Winx Club, he's gonna be trouble. I might as well give him some character development right now. Bloom won't be able to save you from this, Charles. A trigger is simply, in layman's terms, a stimulus that elicits a certain response. So when a war vet hears fireworks and they tense up, they were triggered. And that's the exact same process that happens when our local friendly neighborhood blue-haired butch lesbian that lives down the street, Stacy, sees a teapot and just starts bawling on the floor and curling up into a ball. Maybe that tea kettle reminds them of their abusive ex that would use to pour boiling hot water onto their arm whenever they wouldn't respond in time. Anyone can be triggered and anything can be a trigger, whether it be a scent, a place, a person, or a taste. Shoot, it could even be the holiday. Oh shit, I just broke my chair. But it's important to try to understand what triggers you. And equally as important to share it with others who are near and dear to you. You think you were ever traumatized? Was your mother there? Was your daddy not? That sounds like a big old caption to me. Well, do I have the solution to all your problems? Let's go to it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about trauma-based therapy for the low, low price of probably not low enough. The actual point of it is for you to talk. In fact, you don't even have to remember everything. The goal is simply that through talking, you are able to further process what happened, put it into perspective. Even the hope is that you'll be able to focus more on your present. Now back to our scheduled program. I never said I was good at accents, but you never told me not to do one. Where did we leave off when I went on in the whole what a trigger was rant? Oh yes, why was this happening? And my answer? Maybe I needed to build the dam before I let the flood in. I was just waiting for the right time where I could handle it. But it's still scary, it's not an easy process. I said in the beginning of this video, this was probably one of the most terrifying things I experienced in my adult life. Because I had to realize that I never left a state of fear. And it's been like a decade since I've been in these situations. Just completely disassociated and detached. But what choice did I really have at that time? Things had to get done. I had to move on with my life. You know, there is a privilege to me saying that because I am now at a point where I am allowed to process it. I am no longer in this weird panic survival mode. I am stable-ish enough to finally be able to deal with this. So right now I'm kind of just at a point where I'm having like these random Raven Simone moments. If I could gaze into my trauma. It's like I'm finding fragments of myself. And to anyone who is going through something similar, a bit of advice from someone who should not be giving you advice. Take it slow. Don't rush the process because it's tiring. Know your support group, know your soothing strategies, deep breaths, and take it step by step. Be patient and please be kind with yourself. Okay, if you take anything from this, just be kinder to yourself. And going with that, remember to spread kindness and to spread love. But don't let a bitch run their mouth. I'm all about peace and bettering yourself, but I also do believe we should bring back stoning. That's just me, man. I'm not a monk. I tried, but apparently they really don't like foreigners, which made me laugh. But it's okay. My dreams of being the last airbender will not be diminished by one rejection. That's the video. Later, stranger. Wait. One more thing. Recently made 100 subscribers. That's pretty freaking rad. Thank you to everyone who's been with me because honestly, my videos sucked at the beginning and still kind of do. Number 2. This was never meant to be a talking head channel. I specifically did not want to go into YouTube doing talking head content videos. I can't really promise you what's gonna come next. I just hope that you've found me entertaining enough so far to continue caring about what I will do. Or continue hating, honestly. Either way, just give me views.